Discipline is not what is going to make your habits stick. We have convinced ourselves that massive success requires massive action. But the truth of the matter is, without a system in which those habits can run, you're setting yourself for failure, in which those habits will never be fruitful. Carry on being in a cycle and a cycle of negativity of why your habits never stick. Just like the book Atomic Habits, which talks about how to create habits and how to make those habits stick, I am going to be talking about the science behind why your habits do not stick. This book is very good because it tells you all about the systems that you have to create to make your habits stick. One thing you have to remember is that any habit that you do requires a self-consistency every single day. Something becomes a habit when it has been done several times over and over again, at least 4 times, then that becomes a habit. It becomes part of you. So let's talk about neural pathways. Habits are created through repeated action that create neutral pathways in our brains. Over time, these pathways become well established. When trying to change a habit, you are trying to reroute your brain. When you're trying to change, you're essentially trying to reroute these deeply neutral pathways that have been ingrained on your brain, which can be very difficult. Everything around your habits comes down to your mind and comes down to your brain. When you attempt to change a habit, it can create a cognitive dissonance. This is a mental discomfort caused by holding conflicting beliefs or behaviors. Your brain naturally seeks to reduce this kind of feeling by reverting back to old habits because it's not in your best interest. That is why some of your habits do not stick, because your brain creates that cognitive dissonance, which kind of like does not do well with change. Therefore, it feels more comfortable going back to old habits because it's old comfort. What about if we talk about immediate reward versus long-term goals? Many of the habits that you have, they offer immediate reward, while the benefit of changing a habit may be more distant. The brain is wired to prioritize immediate gratification. It's difficult to resist the benefit that comes from short-term rewards. Your habits don't really stick for a very long time and you struggle with them to stick because of that immediate gratification that you want. You start a habit of going to work out every single day, and the fact that if you create that as a habit, the result of you having those abs and you having a toned body is far-fetched compared to you just going ahead and eating a burger. Because when you eat a burger, the feel-good moment is right now. When you eat trash food, the feel-good moment is right now. So your brain is wired to have more gratification things compared to long-term goals, whereby your brain has to seek, the habit needs to stick for such a long time in order for you to get the reward. So naturally, your brain thinks more of the reward now than the reward in the future. That brings me to a habit loop. Habits follow a loop, a cue, but identity, and altering any of the cues can lead to success, can lead to a successful change. But creating the routines, creating the cues, creating the systems, doing that consistently cannot be something that your brain can kind of phantom right now in this particular process. So in order for you to create that, you have to create a system in which everything runs. You want to go to the gym in the morning at 6 o'clock. Create a system in which you prepare your gym clothes, you prepare your gym bag, you prepare your bottle of water the night before. So when you wake up in the morning, all you do is to pick up the clothes that you folded, you wear the clothes that you want to wear, and then pick up your bag and off to the gym. Now think about this scenario, but you wake up in the morning and you think to your mind, oh, maybe I should go to the gym today. Then you start looking for your gym clothes. Oh, I can't find it. It's in the wash. I can't pick it up. Where can I get it? Your brain is already in a mess. Your brain is already in so many different things that then you say to yourself, no, I'll try again tomorrow. Let me just get myself an ice cream. I just want to feel better, because your brain has been stressed in a way because it has been looking for those items, trying to get those gym clothes, trying to get the gym bag. Then you check your time. Oh, it's past 6. It's now 7 o'clock. Oh, I need to prepare to go to work. It's too late for me. Without those loops, without those cues, without those routines, without that system, that habit is not going to stick. You have to have a system in which those particular things run. You want to read a book. Create a system in which you put a book by your bedside. You're more likely to pick up that book and read it and make it a habit than when a book is closed up in a shelf or when a book is closed up in your bag. The other point could be an emotional attachment. When you are emotionally attached to your old habits, they hold a very emotional significance to your life because they may be serving as a coping mechanism or a source of comfort. So changing this habit means changing the comfort in which your habits have been attached to. You get so attached to those old habits that detachment away from them creates a source of anxiety or makes you feel like there is a new change coming. There is something different coming in your life. But then, if you think about it this way, that any emotional attachment that you have built, you can always detach and you can also build a new attachment. What you have built, you can break it, and what you have broken, you can rebuild it. Your habits are not sticking because of fear of failure. The fear of not succeeding in changing with your identity or with your own self. Changing your habit may feel like changing who you are or challenging who you are, leading to resistance, leading to you saying, no, I'm not going to do this. When you start a habit, and I'm using the gym so much, if you start a habit of saying, I want to start going to the gym, I want to start working out, initially you have a fear that it may not happen again. You may not succeed because you tried it before, you've done it before, and because you've done it before, you feel like the results are going to be the same again today. So the fear of failure, the fear of, thinking about the fact that you're going to the gym every day and people are going to be looking at you saying she goes to the gym every day but nothing is changing. Nothing is happening within her body. So that fear sometimes stops you from actually going ahead to do that particular thing. Therefore, you don't create the habit. Therefore, your habit that you start does not stick because your thoughts have been filled with fear. Your lack of planning. Failing to plan is planning to fail. Our brains are wired to prepare ourselves for things to happen, for things to go on, for new things to come within our lives. Not having a clear plan for that particular habit can make the process very difficult. A well-structured plan with actionable ways in which you can achieve that particular habit can increase the chances of success. So, if you're planning to change certain habits, or if you want to change a certain habit, it's not sticking because you have not planned. You can't wake up today in the morning and say, all of a sudden, I'm going to start waking up at 5:30 in the morning. That's unrealistic. It is not smart. It is not actionable. And it's not time bound. If you want to try and wake up 5:30 in the morning, start by waking up at 6. Or start by waking up at 6:30 and then keep reducing that time over and over again, but you have to plan it. If you want that to work, you need to plan a night before. So the night before, you need to make sure that you sleep early. You prepare the things that you want to make your morning smooth at 6 o'clock, ready the night before, so that when you wake up at 6 in the morning, you don't feel tired, you don't regret why you've woken up, you don't feel the need that I want to go back in bed. Have a reason as to why you're waking up. If you don't plan the reason as to why I'm waking up now at 6 o'clock in the morning is because I want to be able to go to the gym early, I want to be able to exercise, I want to be able to read, I want to be able to make myself breakfast, I want to be able to catch the bus on time, not run for the bus, walk for the bus. If you do all that planning prior, your habit is more likely to stick, and your habit is running on a system that is more likely to succeed. So your habits are not sticking because of these particular reasons that I have mentioned. But if you feel like, there are other reasons that maybe they are not sticking, then you have to look at them. Thank you so much for watching. I hope this video brings light to you, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.